touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh, then the juke move. Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington Commanders. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray rolling to his left. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. This defense for the Commanders is very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On play action, it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. That is his 951st NFL reception. So 49 away from 1,000, but 951. That ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there because Andre Reed caught the ball any part of the field and specialized in traffic, similar to what we've seen throughout his career as well. Does not mind going across the middle and making big-time catches.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll send Brown in motion right. Now Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
Hopkins, a man in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And this one is right through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Dotson. He's got him. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week. But the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going right back to Dotson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Once more, Gibson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I'm surprised that they ran it there, but the end justified the means, I guess.
Both of us are surprised that they ran it there. The NFL is not a league where you run the ball on 3rd and that much yardage. I like their fortitude in the call, though. They had something that they saw, and they went with it, and it's paid off in a nice way.
Gibson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to... He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards there, a big one. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Now Murray off play action. Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Murray. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The slot man in motion right. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And some space here. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Gibson again. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Complete, it's Dotson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He completes this to Cole Turner.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Murray.
On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Murray now on first down. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Oh, this is blocked.
And now Washington has it.
And he gets it back near midfield, but the dream ends there. He doesn't take it all the way back for 2. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 50 yards on the ground for him so far.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will do it for this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
This pass into the hands of Turner.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
On the counter, Gibson.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll try the left side with Gibson.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. On play action, they'll throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play fake. Murray. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Murray now. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans are saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
He's got Turner. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
And here's a give to Gibson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Big 3rd down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. They're going to look to throw.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 22.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Caught by Turner.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. He's going deep for Brown, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Murray. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. Murray going to hold on to it once more. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Murray now to throw. This will be caught by Brown.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that...
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass. Positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
A handoff for Gibson.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Washington going to send out their punter.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It's taken to the 26. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cards will take over first and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Murray to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Second and 10.
Now Murray. Towards the end zone for Brown.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Commanders,
it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to regroup.